We're going to get to a breaking story today in the world of college basketball. Prosecutors in Texas said on Wednesday that they plan to dismiss a domestic violence case against Chris Beard, the former head coach of the University of Texas men's basketball team, after prosecutors reviewed evidence and also considered the wishes of his fiancée. If you don't know by now, you've been living under a rock. Beard, at the age of 49, arrested on December 12th in Austin, charged with assault on a member of the family, his fiance. He was suspended without pay that day. He was then fired by the University of Texas on January 5th. The Travis County District Attorney's Office said in a statement that after considering the wishes of Beard's fiance, Randy True, who was involved in this altercation, prosecutors have determined that the felony offense cannot be proven beyond a reasonable doubt. So the office filed a motion to dismiss the case on Wednesday. So, Chris Mack, Laval Jordan are with me. John Fanza here, Field of 68 After Dark. Let's get your reaction to all this news of Chris Beard now having these charges dismissed. Chris, what's your take on this and what it means for Chris Beard going forward?
Well, for him, it certainly beats the alternative. You know, I think that I would have a tough time if I were administration hiring Chris, and that's just my personal belief. Obviously the case didn't go forward. A big part of the reason it didn't go forward and not pursued was because she basically changed her story. If you read the police report, there was no alcohol involved that night, so it's not like, hey, completely forgot what I'd said. I mean, it was pretty chilling if you read the report. And so, well, I think a lot of people, and specifically Chris as well, probably deserve second chances at some point. I'd be very hesitant if I were the administration. But again, I'm sure he'll be back in coaching. I like Chris. But at the same time, that's sort of a tough position to put yourself in.
Yeah, there would probably be some time with a battle for his, for him to try to salvage some of the money. Now that the charges are dropped, I don't know that, but from a coaching standpoint, it's like, will he be able to take a job while he's in the middle of probably trying to fight a lawsuit to get some of the money? I don't know. But to what Chris said, I think at some point Chris will be back in coaching. I don't know when, and somebody will probably give him an opportunity to just reshape his image and get back in at some point. I don't know if it's next year, but yeah, I think it happens. And I think he'll probably be hungry to do that. But I think the money might take precedence if he can find a way to. I mean, that was a pretty big contract.
Here's my take on the Chris Beard saga. Chris Beard has coached in 335 college basketball games. He has won 237 of them. His record is 237-98. One night changed all of that. Put it all to an end. And athletic administration will have a hard time swallowing the pill and swallowing the bad PR, the bad press, all the negative comments, and everything in between that comes with eventually hiring someone like this. Unfortunately, or fortunately for Chris Beard, sports is not the real world. It's not always reality. There are larger-than-life figures who are able to go through the things that we just witnessed with Chris Beard, and they can live in the world of, the second chance does come true. In fact, for some, it's second, third, fourth chances because, again, sports is a fantasy land. And at the end of the day, there's going to be an athletic administration that values 237-98 over one night. That's just how the world works. It's how administrators who are pressured to win games and raise money Because at the end of the day, there are several suits at an athletic institution that are sick and tired of losing. That they can turn their face and turn their eyes away from such an incident if it means that their team, that their school, that they're giving their hard-earned dollars to, is winning. There are other donors, there are other athletic administrations who wouldn't dare do this because its institutional beliefs would never once be sacrificed for something like this. If I was an athletic director, I wouldn't be hiring Chris Beard. But I'm not an athletic director, and I also don't fully even understand the nature of the job. But I know this. In college basketball and in all of sports, at the end of the day, you are judged by how much you win. Character's a nice term. Dignity's a nice term. All that stuff is great and grand. It doesn't mean anything if you don't know how to win games. And in a sport of this high profile, and in a world where he now is going to get that second chance because legally it has occurred, Chris Beard will get another shot. It's not one that I would give, but it's one that he will get.